I have 5 cherry Murakami pieces from the new collection, and I'm not a VIC, but my essay said that I'm one of 3 clients that she's able to take pre-orders from, and I was told that anything I would order would get approved. So I thought, wow, this must be how it's like to shop as a VIC. You can get everything or anything. I gave her my wish list months ago, but this haul went sideways. And because of this, there's a bonus reveal somewhere in this video. And yeah, we'll get into all of that. I got all of these items like 2 weeks ago, and I was setting up to film, and there was a knock at my door, and 2 police officers showed up. And I found out that my ex-boyfriend from 4 years ago filed more false claims against me. I mean, just totally crazy accusations that it was insane. I couldn't believe the accusations that he was making. So I had to go fight that in court. That took away 2 weeks. And so here we are. I said in my storytime video that I would talk about why I had to get a restraining order. So that's still on the list of videos to film. And unfortunately, he hasn't stopped harassing me. And every time he does this, I need to go to court and sort it out. And of course, the case got dismissed. So I wasn't in a headspace to film anything, but I'm back now. In today's video, I will unbox 5 items and explain what went right and what went wrong. I'm going to start with the bag first. The most desirable bag in this entire collection, I think. Can you guess? It's the Speedy 20 Bandoulière. So, I didn't think I could score this bag because I was told without a pre-order this would be almost impossible. And I was so shocked and appreciative when my essay made this happen. So let's give her a twirl. The thing is, with the Speedy 20s, the zipper goes down the side. See right there? And here? So that makes the opening a bit easier. I was in the market for a Speedy 20B, but I was not interested in the classic Monogram version. It was too boring, sorry. And the classic Monogram version comes with a guitar strap, which I don't like. And this comes with a Vachetta strap. I normally don't like Vachetta, but I prefer the Vachetta strap over the guitar strap. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the guitar strap. So getting this in the cherry was a no-brainer. But I didn't know when I pre-ordered this on May 1st how shiny these cherries were going to be. And yeah, I didn't realize how shiny these cherries would be. I had no clue. I found out later. And when I saw this in person, the raised cherries being shiny, I was very confused because I like the Speedy 20, but I don't really like these cherries at all. I opened this 2 weeks ago and I needed time to think about this. So first, the shiny cherries, they kind of look like laminated stickers. So it kind of feels like someone took some stickers and stuck it on like a regular classic Monogram canvas. So I'm going to say the F word, which is this bag kind of gives me fake LV bag vibes. But these stickers, these laminated stickers, I don't think these look elegant. I do know that the cherries are cartoony, and that's okay, but I just think the shininess and it being raised, it just gives me fake LV vibes, and I don't know how else to say it. And this bag, of course, is authentic. I don't know why they decided to change this, because yes, the vintage cherries, they're screen printed, and the screen printing kind of comes off sometimes, but I think this is worse. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so again, I'm very disappointed. I wish they wouldn't go and make these drastic changes. Nobody asked for this. Did anyone ask for the cherries to be improved? No, I don't think so. We were just so happy that we were going to get more cherries. You know, the cherries on the size 25, I saw that vintage bag and I did like it, but I already have a Speed 25, so I would prefer to have the Speedy 20 with the old vintage cherries. And of course, I would prefer the single cherry, but I was totally open to the double cherry. But I really don't like how shiny these cherries are. Now, let's talk practicality. To me, the shiny coating here feels like paint leather. And I don't know if it's similar to paint leather coating, but that's what it feels like to me. If it is paint leather is notorious for color transfer. And there are cherries all over the bottom. Let me show you. See all the cherries at the bottom here? And if I set this down on like printed paper or newspaper or anything, I think the letters of like the newspaper, receipts, magazine, whatever, could transfer onto these cherries. So that is a huge risk. And number 2, if this bag is left in the sun, I think these cherries will warp and get distorted because of the heat. So we will have to see if other people report this in the future, but I think that is a risk. I get that LV wanted to improve the cherries, but I think this is a complete fail. Yeah. And so 99% of the time, Speedy is a solid choice. But this bag is not popular in the resale market at all. If I were to sell this on StockX today, I would actually lose money. And I think that's because most LV lovers are not happy about these new and improved shiny cherries. So no, unfortunately, after all that excitement, oh my goodness, you guys, I was so excited that I was able to pre-order this and it was guaranteed. I was so excited. This has to go back to my essay. Yeah. This bag, in my opinion, the cherries is a complete disaster. And as I'm filming now, I actually had to turn off all the AC. I actually had to unplug my refrigerator because it's making a buzzing noise. And I'm actually sweating bullets because I'm inside my house. The thing about this bag and LV Canvas is LV Canvas, for the most part, aside from the Vachetta, is a carefree bag. You can touch it, you can squish it. It lasts for a very long time. But with all these freaking, sorry, pardon my language, with all these shiny cherries, like right now I'm sweating and my fingertips are pretty sweaty and my hand sticks to the shiny cherries. And so I can imagine like it's actually, with other Monogram bags, you can just grab them, you can squish them, right? But with this, I feel like I can't really grab the body. I have to constantly grab onto the handle, right? And which is fine, but it's just not something I'm used to. I'm just used to being able to just handle the canvas. And I think having all these cherries, my hand is sticking to it. And I have nail polish, and I believe nail polish also color transfers to paint leather. So I just think this whole thing is a complete fail. I personally wish that they would have just given us the old cherries, just put it on different sized bags and call it a day. But I don't know why they decided to do this. I don't think this is an upgrade. I think this is actually a downgrade. And I think one of the reasons why I was able to get on the VIP list is because I don't think a lot of people were actually interested in this bag. I know it's sold out online, but I thought it would be harder to get this bag. I'm grateful that I got it. But now I kind of understand why probably the VIC were not as interested. And I was hopeful, and I heard other YouTubers report that these could be shiny, but I had no idea how shiny this was. And this was not at all what I thought I was going to get. And so when you look at photos, it's really difficult to see the final product. And so again, like I think if I didn't get this, I could have bought this on the pre-love market and paid more and be even more disappointed. So I'm glad that I got it and I made the decision that it's not for me. But yeah, these shiny cherries I really don't like at all, which is really sad. Because I actually don't have a single vintage cherry piece and I actually wanted some. These cherries, a complete epic fail. Yeah. So the last thing I want to point out is that the strap on this is not adjustable. And the red interior, I know it says smooth microfiber, but it's super rough. It's not smooth at all, like all the other bags. And I don't know why they did that. But I do love the red interior. So next, let's do a popular SLG. Can you guess? It's the passport holder in the cherry. So let's give her a twirl. I was so excited to get this because I love collecting passport covers. So now I have a new addiction. And these are so versatile. But unfortunately, this is covered in shiny cherries. Oh, help me. Yeah, so this has more risk of getting color transfer because this would be inside my bag with other items. So if I had like receipts, notes, whatever, the cherries could get color transfer. And if my purse was hot, I think the shiny cherries can stick to other items inside my bag, like a wallet. So when I'm peeling off my wallet, off my passport cover, will these cherries get messed up? Will they get misshapen? I don't know. And I'm not willing to take that risk. The price of this is like double the price of a regular classic Monogram passport cover. This is so overpriced. I really love that the interior is red and it has the gold stamping, but I don't think this is worth it. So unfortunately, this is also going back to my essay. So now, let's do a second bag. It's the mini Bumbag, and this one my friend got. So this is not for me. And the thing is, my friend said the same thing, which is she doesn't like the shiny cherries. Oh, yeah. So the essay actually put both of these orders on my account so that they would all get approved. And my friend actually really wanted this, but both of us, we just don't like the shiny cherries. It just looks it looks like a sticker. It just doesn't look elegant. It gives fake LV bag vibes. We know this is authentic, but it's just not for us. And that's okay, right? You know, sometimes you have to like see it in person to like make that decision. Yeah. And same with this bag, like we're not resellers. We're not like buying stuff and if we don't like it, reselling it, right? But if I had to sell it, I would actually lose money on this. And so I think most LV lovers do not like the shiny cherries. Yeah. But the good news is with this one, the red interior is actually pretty smooth. Let me show you. This microfiber feels nice, unlike the Speedy 20B. So I don't know why they put a different material in that bag, but that is a huge fail. And so this bag, because it only has one set of cherries, it's actually less offensive than the other bag. When I'm sweating and I'm touching the shiny cherries, it gets sticky. But because this one is not covered with cherries, I have a lot more places I can actually hold the bag. So at first, my thought was like when they put a single cherry, it was lazy design, but now it's actually more practical to just have one cherry. So again, sometimes you have to see the bag to make a judgment. Just seeing in pictures is completely different. And if you wanted to know, it's red here too. All the items with the shiny cherries are going back. And we thought these items would be the highlight of our purchases and it wasn't. So now I'm going to unbox two items that I kind of wasn't going to buy, bought on a whim. And they actually ended up being better purchases. So let's do the last two items. So now, item number 4. It's the Bandeau. Are you surprised? Because I'm not really a Bandeau person, and I got this as a just in case. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it. But after those 3 items failed, this ended up being a savior. Because the thing is, I can rock the red cherries, and these cherries are not shiny. So now, let's do the bonus reveal. It's the Totally PM. And the reason I got this is so that I can put the Bandeau on this bag. So, look at this. Look how great that looks. Just enough cherries. And I could rock the cherry look without those damn shiny cherries all over. Yeah, it was just a complete abomination. I don't know what to tell you guys. And I know some people love the shiny cherries, and so just if you love the cherries, just ignore everything I said, but I don't like them, and I don't want to come here and say I love something when I don't. So I'm glad at least I could rock the cherry look this way, and I think this is more tasteful, and this is way cheaper. Like this is one of the cheapest items that they're selling, and I get why everybody wanted a piece. Because with this, if you want to rock the cherries, you can put it on. And if you don't want to rock the cherries, you can take it off, right? So I think these are very versatile. Like before this collection, I was not interested in bandeaus at all. But with the Murakami collection, I totally get why the fabrics are so popular. The resale prices on the fabrics are actually doing really well, but not the bags, right? So yeah, so I'm so glad that I bought this, because if I didn't, and I returned all those bags and the passport holder, I would have nothing. I would have absolutely nothing. All right, so let's talk about the last item. Okay, so you guys probably know what this is, okay? So let's get onto it. The last item, actually the best purchase of them all. You'll be surprised, because I was surprised. All right, let's do it. It's the Bandeau in the white, and this was a surprise hit, because this wasn't on my radar at all. And this one actually was a last minute addition. And I'm so glad I got this, because this is actually my favorite item. And that is a huge surprise. So let's put this against the Totally. I'll show you. This against the Monogram is phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. And I did not expect this. So this one was a just in case purchase. I thought, you know what, if it doesn't work out, I can always return it. But I'm so glad I bought this, because this actually feels really fresh. I really like that they actually gave us these options, right? These bandeau options. And I know they have this in the denim one, in the silk. And that one actually I'm not interested at all. But I am interested in the denim scarf, the one that's made out of wool. But that one is like $1,000. And the reason why I didn't get that one is because I already have a denim LV scarf. But I'm still tempted to get that other one. So maybe, I'm not sure yet. But I am so glad I got this. And this looks phenomenal on the Speedy 20. And so I was planning on rocking it that way, but of course now that bag is going back. But this I can put on other Monogram bags like this. Because the two bags failed, I went and bought the LV Totally. And this thing was like $660. Look, the thing here is, if you want to enjoy LV bags, you don't have to buy from the latest collection. You can just go buy like a vintage bag like this. Well, this is almost vintage. It's not quite 20 years old, but it's getting there. You could buy a bag like this and you know, spend, I think this was $245 or something like that on a bandeau, and here you go. You can rock this look, right? So I'm glad I bought this. This is my favorite piece in the entire collection. Can you believe that? And the thing is, looking now, in the photos, the denim cherry looked ridiculous. It did. But I've actually went to the Las Vegas store and I saw all the bags in person. I saw most of the bags in person. And of the three colorways, you know, the brown monogram with the red cherries, the white monogram with the red cherries, and the denim with the cherries, I actually think the denim with the cherries look the best. And I did not expect that. But the thing is, the denim bags are the priciest. So are they really worth it? For me, they're not. I think I could buy them less than the retail price at some point. So for me, they're not worth it. But I think those bags are actually better. And that I didn't expect. Because when I saw those fuzzy, blurry photos like everybody else, I was like, what were they thinking? Like, why would they do that? Why denim and cherry? I didn't get it at all. But seeing it in person, actually, that looks the best. Again, you can look at blurry photos. You can look at sharper photos. You have to see the bag in person to really decide, you know, what's going to work for you. So what do you think? Did you love or hate the shiny cherries? Let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.